Mary.
And Amma.
We invite you to like, share, subscribe,
and comment
down below, y'all. Today we are actually going to be talking about how Peter Thomas has basically called Mia a liar.
Yes.
We want you guys to watch this clip, and then we're going to be right back.
You know, I'm going through a lot of shit right now. But somebody just sent me a clip from the Potomac Housewife reunion show. And Mia is going at it with Wendy. And, brother, this is kind of your fault. Because I taped with y'all for 5 minutes promoting Ball in Baltimore and Ball in Miami Beach, and you turned that 5 minutes into 9 episodes, and now my name is thrown around on the reunion show when in real life, I don't mess with none of those women, okay? Zelle, Robin, cool people. The rest of them, Wendy, I shot with her one time, 5 minutes, then go out to dinner with her. I didn't have no late night snack with her. She's a married woman. She's very respectful, very honorable. Okay, so for me, for you to be talking about me and Wendy getting together is so disrespectful, and it's so thirsty. It's real thirsty for you to do that just to collect that check from Bravo. There's nothing cool about that. Okay, and you can't just use my name like that, because if you use my name like that, I'm going to have my lawyer get in touch with you guys, and it's going to be really ugly. Okay, because I do not know any of those women. I never see them outside of my establishment. Okay, and y'all just can't recklessly just throw people's name out there like that, because it actually hurt my business, and that's irresponsible. Please, cease and desist.
You know, it's interesting to me that who I thought was my friend, Peter Thomas, can say things like, he don't know us like that. I wonder if he didn't know us like that the times when he'd been at our house, eating our food, playing card games, and associating with other people, family members and friends of ours. I guess he didn't know us like that when he held our baby girl and was the first man other than myself to hold our baby girl. I guess he didn't know us like that when he's gone on boat rides with us. I guess he didn't know us like that all the times that we spent at his restaurant supporting his business. And certainly I guess he didn't know us like that when he wanted to borrow $60,000 to pay his bills at Bar One. So I don't know why Peter says he don't know us like that. Maybe that's his definition of not knowing us like that. Not knowing us like that when he's attended our kids' parties. So I guess if that means not knowing someone, then I guess that's what Peter's meaning is. And furthermore, to say this has hurt his business, just a few days ago, I personally spoke to Peter, and he said the publicity is actually helping his business. And furthermore, the allegations that he's referencing only came out a couple of days ago, so how could it have hurt his business that quickly? Peter, I guess we don't know you like that.
When you have friends that could check you. I got checked. I took down the last video because I was a little bit angry. But I'm okay now. All I'm saying is that I cannot wait to see the video that Mia Thornton is going to produce of me and Dr. Wendy Osofa, CNN analyst, professor at Johns Hopkins, getting it on. And I apologize, Wendy, because you and I both know that nothing like that exists. And I shouldn't buy into this reality game. But it just hurt when grown people throw other grown people name around with no, what you guys call it, receipts, no proof. And especially when you know damn well that didn't happen. But you want to do a clapback video talking about everything but checking your wife. That ain't cool. Okay. You can play the game without lying if you're really good at the game. I did it for several years. Try doing it like that. It's good when you have friends that could check you.
So
Yeah.
as you can see, the video came out. There was a video that came out. I guess that's the video Mia has been talking about. And all we see is Wendy at the end of a good meal. She's sitting across the table from Peter, and he's saying, "Okay."
You saw the video?
I saw the video of her having, like, she had an empty plate, had like 4 cherry tomatoes left on it, or 2 cherry tomatoes cut in half on the plate. And she was like, "Oh yeah, that snapper was really good. Yes, that snapper was really good." And he was like, "Okay then, all right, So she said, "Peace." That was it. In that video, you know what I didn't see, Mia? I didn't see
Them having sex.
them even being unclothed.
Or them even kissing.
Nothing.
Not even a peck on the cheek.
So it is a lie, and this is the problem that
and
I
Peter
have.
has called you a liar. Basically,
Yes.
he has said they have never had sex. They
Yeah.
have never had a late night
and
snack.
nobody believed
None of that.
it. Nobody believed you. Nobody. I mean, all we have to do is go look at you, like doing
Who's most likely to
everything
do
to
something?
get attention.
Yeah.
And then we have Wendy here, who has so much to lose. Like
And
this
who holds herself together in such high regard.
And that's what
all we
Peter
have to
said.
do is look at you, and then look at
Her.
Mia, and then look at Wendy,
To
and
see
wonder
who's-
who's most likely to have sex with somebody else when they're married. It's probably you,
most probably.
most probably. So
Because
you just
after all-
embarrass yourself.
Well, not only does Gordon embarrass her, which we saw in
How you
that-
doing, girl? When he did that to
was so
Karen,
gross.
I
That
have
was
got to
nothing but
find.
a demon coming out of him.
And she left.
Yeah. Ooh.
And I remember when he was like, "Oh, I like white chicks," as he was humping the air, and
The
Mia.
table. Like he is so.
You could have paid me $1 million
disgraceful.
to be married to that thing.
As
I don't
much
know
as
what
I
that
don't like
is.
Peter, as much as I don't like Gordon, Mia, nobody deserves Gordon. He is horrible. I mean, and because just the way
Nobody
he was so
deserves Gordon.
disrespectful. Yes, we know you met her at a strip club that served lobster, but
We don't even know if that's true.
anyway,
Because she said she wore long gowns.
listen, it doesn't matter.
I
where
don't
you
know
met
what
this girl.
strip
We
club
know she
wears
was a
long gowns and they don't have to take them off. And then later on,
Yeah.
first she was saying, "Oh, she was at a strip club and they had long gowns."
Right.
And then later she said, "Well, of course, I take it off."
Uh-huh.
So you're a stripper. Well, no, because I don't take it
Whatever
off just for
name-
anybody. Like the lie just kept going on for a
My
month.
thing is this: whatever name she called herself, wherever you met her, you married this woman, and she doesn't deserve for you to treat her like shit and embarrass her day in and day out. But Mia, you're there lying. Not everyone is cheating on their husbands. Not everyone's husband cheats on them. Not everyone's husband is having sex with another woman while you watch.
I think she
what
does
I-
that because she can't really stand to have sex with him. That's what I believe.
What I hope for her is that you being in the Real Housewives of Potomac exposes you to other people who what you're doing and you think is normal, for them this is abnormal. Because sometimes when you hang around certain circles, you think what you're doing is dope. And you have to go outside of that environment to realize that it's really effed up.
Yeah.
I don't even know why she even got, because first, the video did not show anyone having sex. It showed Wendy finishing a meal, right? Peter comes out and lets you all know you all are not friends like that. Remember, she kept on saying that how they were family friends.
That's my brother. That's my
Yeah,
brother.
my brother. I know him so well, and this and that.
Just for him to come out and say he don't know you like that.
Yeah, he said that he does not know you guys like that. And then she brings Gordon out, I guess. I guess she put him on there for him to come say, "Oh, we loaned you $60,000. We don't know you like that." Even if you loaned him $60,000, for this man has paid back. So even
My thing is,
loaning
it doesn't
money
mean that
doesn't mean
it doesn't mean that he knows you like that to go and talk to you about his sexual escapades.
exactly.
That's probably what he meant. That
Yeah.
he doesn't know you to be talking about his sexual life or his sexual history.
Yeah.
So
Or
even if he did
who
borrow
he's
him that,
dating and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what he's saying. I don't know your ass is like this. So even that, Now you don't lost Peter. You've already lost Jacqueline. So now I guess it's just her and Gordon.
You already
But
lost
yeah,
your business.
you left
I
your
mean,
business and the
your
house.
home that you were renting and renovating $65,000. I
Because
would
I don't know,
never.
that was
That's
some
money that
foolishness.
could have gone to a goddamn semester in college or something.
The landlord said, "Thank you. Now please remove yourself from the premises. You missed the rent.
As I go and I lift up the rents based off of the renovation that you made.
Thank you."
What idiot goes and renovates a rented home? That makes no sense.
Mia and Gordon.
65,000. Then she bragged like that was something to
You know,
be proud
I
of.
actually thought that maybe she was just bragging, thinking that showed that they had money to waste. But it looked weird. It looked like your financial advisor is not giving you great advice. It looked like accountants are like pulling the wool over your eyes.
I'm sorry, there's
Who
too
does
many
that?
starving homeless people in the world for
Yeah.
anybody to ever waste their money.
Like
you feel
that.
like wasting your money?
Yeah.
Go to a place where there are kids who have no clothing,
Yeah.
have no food and all
Yeah.
and are malnourished
Yeah.
and go
Or
blow
kids
your money there.
Kids in the inner cities who don't get like breakfast.
Yeah.
There's so much you can do with that money, especially you guys are in Baltimore there. I mean, near Baltimore. There's so much work that you can do there with that 65,000. That was not it. And to brag about that was not it. That
should've
sounded
taken-
really bizarre.
You should have taken that money and really used it for good.
Yeah.
But now you are here homeless,
Yeah.
living off your savings, with
And-
a
and-
man who is
Yeah.
probably still forcing you to have threesomes. And my thing is, I don't even understand why Mia is still doing it, because she was like, it's not fair for me to change, and this, that, and the third. This man's
Because
not
he would
providing
not-
for you. So at this point, I'll be like, I'm the one who's providing, so I'm not doing none of that nasty stuff no more.
Well, maybe that's how she now gets him to do it and she watches, I guess. But
I don't want to
yeah.
vomit.
But yeah, I mean, Peter just came out with guns blazing, and he was just like, "Look, I don't know y'all like that.
I'm going to sue you if you keep on saying this stuff.
Yes, cease and desist." And he was just throwing accolades at Professor Wendy, Dr. Wendy Osefo, CNN analyst,
Yeah.
Professor of John Hopkins.
Yeah.
Like, he was just giving her all the praise, talking about she's an honorable woman, which we know.
Yeah.
Like,
and
she
holds
takes
her
family-
marriage in very high regard.
High regard.
Like, when
Unlike you, Mia.
Wendy, when you look at her, you know this is a woman who's very put together.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That she carries herself very, very well. So,
That's why Giselle and Robin are
hate
so
her.
hateful.
Yes, with her color itself.
Well, also Robin, poor Robin, her man cheating with any skirt that passes.
Again, when you guys were just engaged. And you still
While
go
he
and marry
insults
him.
you and tells you that you're lazy, which is not
And you're
laziness,
not attractive.
It's depression.
From what your
It's
weenie has been
depression.
doing to me.
Exactly. And she never opens her mouth to fight back. Some man who is cheating and I'm laid up here in the bed because I'm depressed, and you got the nerve to come and have a fit on camera, and I still live with you. This man is running like roughshod over
My thing
Robin.
is, Robin acts
I-
like she's actually dense. That's why he
Yes.
treats her like she's dense.
Yeah, she
you
treats her like
actually
someone
believe
who
that?
is intellectually challenged.
Like there's
That's
air
that's
up
how
here.
he treats her, and it's not that she's a dumb person, but when she's with him, her being just around him all these years, even when they were divorced, you still had him living in your house. She never really escaped.
Yeah, no.
He still puts her down.
He only stayed because he doesn't have to pay child support. That's the only why he's staying.
Hello.
That's the
Hello.
only reason why he's staying, Robin. So he
Yeah.
doesn't have to pay child support.
That's it.
And you are still following your friend, who's still up till today ain't got no man, and has 3 necks sagging. You have decided to follow her into making bad choices in the romantic department. She ain't got no man. And matter of fact, she went and she came on to Jason.
And the
I'm sure he
character.
only DM'd her because he felt sorry for her. And now she's talking about how, oh yes, he will be on the show if he's still around. Please spare us, Giselle. Please spare us. You want to now come out, like whenever she gets a man, she immediately brings him on the show so she can
Really?
say that, oh, remember she had her ex on the show?
Oh,
And that
did
was
not
cringy.
end very well. I mean, didn't he cheat on her?
Yes, and then of course she had Sherman. That did not end very well because he was like he wasn't really interested in letting it go more serious or whatever. Then the ex was on the show as well, and now you're dating some young buck that you told Ashley to hook you up with. Girl,
Well, now
the
she's
reason
saying
why
that-
you won't have nobody good in your life is because you're so bitter and you spread evil spirits wherever you go.
Well, she's a liar.
She's a liar.
She does not have a moral compass.
It's in the gutter.
Her character also is there along with a moral compass.
In the gutter.
Yeah.
Beneath where the
need
vermin
a lot of
reside.
therapy. I don't know how it feels to be a pastor's wife, and every day you sit, every Sunday you sit on that front pew, and as he spews his stuff, you look around and you just know he's having sex with so many in the congregation. I don't know how that feels.
I don't know how you guys allow that man to still be a pastor as he's having sex with the people in the congregation. How do you have a man talking to you about the word of God when he's following the steps of Shaitan? I don't know how that works.
And I don't know how that feels when you're sitting there as first lady of this church and the man doing everything for you to break up with him and you don't. Until you are just totally, like you have no choice, like Mary Brown, to say, okay, fine, it's over. But that's what she has gone through, and she has not received therapy for that.
Mary didn't even dump Cody. I mean,
Right.
yeah.
She had no choice. It was over. He'd already told the world that he was over.
Yeah.
But yeah, Giselle, that's what she went through. And when you look at her, the way she turned around, I don't like her. The venom that came up. You know, it was like some spirit coming up her. I don't like her.
The hatred, though. The hatred.
And I just wondered to myself, the women that he was cheating on her with, did they look like Wendy? I mean, were they also educated like her or had degrees
My
or
thing
whatever?
is, she probably thought, because me personally, I actually do believe that there are some women who they believe they have, which I'm sure they do, in the black community, they have this light skin privilege.
Right.
With her, like her and Robin call themselves the green-eyed bandits.
Right.
They don't call themselves that for nothing. They're very proud of their light eyes and their light complexion.
Yeah.
And then they like to claim they're black women when it's beneficial for them. I'm sure she took herself with her light skin and her light eyes, decided I'm going to get with the darkest man that I can find.
Right.
I'm sure he's going to treat me well, because I'm sure he has self-hatred. And I'm going to go there. And she thought he would treat her better because she is his preference.
Yes.
And she shortly found out that ain't the case.
Only for him to turn around and find a woman probably who's as dark as him.
Yeah.
And cheating on her with.
Yeah.
And hues in between.
Yeah.
And but
and I'm sure that pissed her off because now it's like she was it everybody wanted her when she was younger, probably black men wanted her when she was younger. Now she's here aging like milk, and no one really want her. The bodyguard in season 5 in the reunion did not even come to her rescue when was
to sit down,
sit his ass down. He didn't even move 1 inch to go and protect her when Monique's husband stood up. I mean, not like he was going to advance towards her, but he just stood up and said, "Everybody calm down, let me speak."
That bodyguard said, "You're not paying me enough to take 1 step from where I'm standing."
I mean, that bodyguard looked a little smaller than Chris, if I'm honest. All you saw was his black tuxedo.
Bruh. But
I'm sure it hurts her every time she goes to a reunion. She has no man.
And then the other thing too, you have these women. You have Wendy has a good relationship with her husband. They always
you
seem
would tell
very
he
happy.
loves her.
Yes,
always
and so
smiling.
It just really, really, really upsets her. But I think that Giselle is dealing with stuff that even happened before the whole pastor thing.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure.
This is like way deep in her childhood, teenage years, whatever.
Yeah.
That she has not accounted for, and she needs therapy.
Absolutely.
Because she's very hurt and very bitter, and if she doesn't get rid of whatever is angst she's carrying, you say she's getting as old, quicker than milk.
Yeah. It can get worse, honey.
It
can get worse.
Yeah, but yeah, she had a lot of venom out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was nice to see Peter just tell me off, your brother, your family member.
And you know what I thought was very interesting? Gordon, he was talking about how, we're not close like that. He never addressed
food in my house.
You held my kids.
We went to your restaurant. All of that doesn't mean that he knows you like that. Like, come
and
on.
Also, you guys did not even bother to address the allegations that he was talking about, where he said that was it Wendy slept with him. You
Yeah.
completely ignore that.
Yeah,
but you
you
talk
talk
about
about
the
that.
friend stuff. Oh, you don't know us like that? Oh, how dare you say you don't know us like that? We get you 60,000 with your mouth that's all twisted. Go fix your demon spirits and go get some
Yeah.
damn healing.
Yeah.
Don't nobody want
Or-
to see your crooked mouth on this
Or they
thing
need
trying to
all
defend
kinds
your
of
wife.
holy water.
I
on
mean,
him.
really, just a sick individual. That's why his
And I
lip
don't
is
think
all
you'll
up
work.
here.
Uh-huh. And
I mean, it's real funny how you want to act like you don't know
Oh,
us like
God.
that. You
That's
know,
so
we gave you $60,000.
please don't make your mouth like that. It looks so
What do you
funny
mean?
from the side.
When you're doing a lot of sick stuff,
I know.
yeah, you start looking sick as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Mia looks the way she look. But hey, y'all deserve each other.
Oh,
It's
Lord.
Mary.
I don't know if anyone deserves Gordon. Lord have mercy.
Well, I mean, that's who
But
came
that's
her
true.
way.
That's why that's why you gotta fix yourself, man.
You attract what you are.
You have to go on that journey of self.
I could not. It was so hard for
Everyone
me to
has
watch
to go on
that
that
video.
journey of self.
Yeah.
If you don't do that, you're gonna be making these mistakes. You're gonna have these issues. You're gonna be bitter. With
Yeah.
most of them on that cast.
Yeah, y'all. But
Anywho.
it's Mary.
And Amma,
We want y'all to like,
share,
subscribe
and comment.
down below.